Fallout First, a subscription service for Fallout 76 which gives you access to a multitude of different things. From this you can get access to the private worlds, the world's game mode, as well as 1650 atoms from the Atomic Shop and exclusive cosmetic items from the Atomic Shop. On top of this, the scoreboards have now integrated Fallout First in order to gain access to even more exclusive rewards. Then we move to in-game and you have access to the scrap box, which allows unlimited storage of resources, as well as the survival tent, which allows you to summon this scrap box at will. Now the question remains, is Fallout First worth it at the end of 2022 going into 2023? Hey guys, I'm Zmore the Dad in DPS and we're back with today's video. But before we get into the meat, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah. So the first thing we'll cover is the abilities that Fallout First gives you in the game. Now that is the ability to store all your unlimited stuff in the scrap box and the survival tent. Now the thing about these two things is when you're making videos like I am, which is a lot of weapon videos, a lot of kind of script based videos, I use a lot of things and I do a lot of stuff in game, and as a result I feel like I'm justified in paying for Fallout First for the scrap box and the survival tent. Now when it comes to the other rewards, I've got a completely different opinion. So the scrap box and the survival tent, the scrap box is a game changer for anybody that plays this game. If you don't realize how much scrap weighs, then you've not played the game for long. And for new players, it doesn't seem like it would, like you're not going to notice as much of a difference. But the longer you play this game, the more unbearable the amount of items you collect, because most weapons, most armor sets, good pieces of gear, good pieces of armor, you try and keep, you try and collect. And there is ways in game of making it so that you can carry insane amounts of items, insane amounts of gear. You need very specific armor sets and whatnot to do this. And it is possible to be this sort of absolutely over encumbered style build, but not everybody's that lucky, and the RNG in Fallout 76 is certainly not going to let you be that lucky. Then we also have the survival tent, which allows you to summon the scrap box, gives you a bench that can potentially scrap stuff. It just makes the game a lot more bearable to play and makes it a lot more of a streamlined experience, but it makes you reliant on it. And one of my biggest bugbears about Fallout First is after I first got it, I've become to a point where I really don't see me being able to play the game consistently without it. However, this moves us on to our next kind of point, private worlds and the world system. Now, I do not get any use out of either of these. When I play Fallout 76, I play the game almost exclusively to play with people and to have a group experience. So the private worlds for me aren't as useful because more often than not, I'd rather just jump into a game and play with people. This also limits the amount of people I can play with. As you guys know, I stream, so having 8 people be able to come into my private world is just not enough. You know, there's potentially 10, 12 people following me around from server to server, which can cause its own problems. So having private servers limited to 8 people is very restricting for me, and I just don't get any use of it. Then we have Fallout Worlds. Now, great idea, but you don't get any game progress from them. And I know you get specific progress from your world, and if you spend all your time in your world, you will get that kind of progress there. But for me, again, it's not helping me in the overall scheme of things. It's like playing on the public test server. It's great to test things and great for experimenting, but it doesn't really work as progress in the game. And I just feel it's lost on me, especially, and potentially quite a lot of other players as well. So this brings us to the Atomic Shop side of things. And the reason why I'm putting a bit more emphasis on this is several factors come into mind. Now, you get the 1650 atoms per month with the subscription. With this, it allows you to buy, you know, a bundle a month. And each week, the Atomic Shop is changing. However, more and more recently, we've found that the content that's in the Atomic Shop is old bundles, which we kind of expect. Bundles come back and we see them again and again, and that's great, that's fine. Getting things that you didn't have a chance to get a hold of earlier is absolutely great. But when you take it from the perspective of a player who's been playing for as long as I have, the bundles that have been coming in haven't been anywhere near as meaty or beneficial to me as it would be for a new player. And that would be the scoreboard content. So if you don't know this already, the old scoreboards are basically appearing on the Atomic Shop, and you can purchase them using atoms, which obviously you can use real money to buy these things. Now, some people have loved this idea, some people have hated it, because the concept of we worked for our scoreboard stuff, we should, you should work for it too kind of logic. Now, I don't care about the scoreboard stuff coming back onto the Atomic Shop. I do care about the fact that new stuff isn't coming onto the Atomic Shop, which basically means I don't have anything significant to spend my atoms on. I'm seeing stuff that I have completely unlocked because I have done the scoreboard. I have everything on the scoreboard, so these bundles are completely worthless to me. It would be the same as stuff that I've already bought appears, which I don't begrudge because, again, recurring bundles will appear. But it also begs a question, because the Fallout First additions to the scoreboard have only just started appearing on scoreboards recently. Are these items going to end up on the Atomic Shop? Because if they are, that adds another layer of, well, what the hell? And don't get me wrong, I don't begrudge people that aren't paying for Fallout First now maybe getting these items later. But this is another factor. If these items show up later for Fallout First members, it then takes something away from me that month, essentially. Because with the free items you are seeing on the Atomic Shop for Fallout First members, we're already seeing repeats of items. I recall recently the clean suit showing up again. I'm fairly certain we got that last year as well. So it comes into a factor of you're paying for Fallout First, you're getting all these kind of things outlined of what you're actually going to get. But your atoms aren't really getting you anything at the moment if you're an older player, because there's not really anything new to the shop. And if you are a Fallout First payer, you're also not getting the items like that are exclusive to the shop, like skins and things like that. You're not getting them as often because they're repeating items in there. And then they have the possibility, and I say possibility because I don't know, of the scoreboard exclusive items for Fallout First members appearing on the Atomic Shop in a similar manner, which means it's again taking more content out of what they should be giving us. And this is the thing about Fallout First. You are paying for the game. You are literally paying for the game. So you are entitled to get something out of it. And I don't feel like it's really worth it for most players. It certainly doesn't feel like it's worth it for me. If I wasn't making YouTube videos, if I wasn't making this type of content for you guys, and YouTube wasn't basically paying for my Fallout First subscription via the ad revenue, I would not pay for Fallout First. It just would not be monetarily worth it for me to fork out, quite frankly, an obscene, well, obscene's not the right word, absurd amount of money for a subscription service that you're not really getting the full benefit of. And as time's going on, they're actually removing things that you're getting because you're not getting stuff to pay, well, you're not getting stuff to spend your atoms on, and you're not getting exclusive items from the Atomic Shop. You're getting repeats of exclusive items on the Atomic Shop. So yeah, that's my point of view on it. And if this practice continues, I think it's only just going to get worse and worse. And they're just going to rehash more and more content. And you're seeing it already with the next scoreboard. So what we're going to do is go into the next scoreboard, and specifically the Fallout First stuff, because I want to illustrate how useless 99.9% of this crap usually is. So on the first page, we have Liquid Courage, Perfect Bubblegum, the lunchboxes, and a player icon. Now, the most useful thing out of all of them is either the lunchboxes or the Perfect Bubblegum. Barely anybody does Earl anymore, and player icons are, you know, nice to have, but not what I would call something I give two craps about. Both Perfect Bubblegum and Lunchboxes can be changed for gold bullion. So, you know, not the hardest things in the world to get to begin with. And gold bullion, I personally think, is one of the most worthless currencies in the game, because after a point, you don't use it for anything anymore. Then we've got Scrip. You know I love Scrip, but even then, that's 1.5 items. So it's, as far as I'm concerned, not really that much. Or 3 modules, which isn't even one crafting item. Then we've got the 5% score boost. Yeah, great, you can finish the scoreboard quicker, but it's not like it's hard. Then we've got legendary cores. Seriously, put down comments below if you are giving two craps about legendary cores ever. If you genuinely want legendary cores on the scoreboard, on Fallout First scoreboard especially, leave a comment down below. I'll count all one of you. And it might just be a sarcastic post. Then we've got gold bullion, which again is a very useless currency for the most part. I know some people will still be gathering stuff, but most people get what they need and then give up. Then we have a perk pack and a Red Reaper Flamer skin. And again, Perfect Bubblegum legendary modules. Legendary modules, that's 250 script, so it's better than the previous one, and modules are at least useful in things that I would want. Then perk packs. The thing I'd say about them is that they are kind of crap. I mean, as much as, yeah, great, that's some perk coins, it's still kind of crap. Just give me the perk coins, because that's what it's going to get turned into. Just literally give me the perk coins. You're giving me perk coins with extra steps. Then we've got this Flamer skin. It is a copy of a previous skin that was on a previous scoreboard. Therefore, it is just recycled content. Very, very uninspiring. Don't get me wrong, I like the skin, but I liked it in its previous version as well. Then we have the next bit. We've got another perk pack. We've got this chevron floor, some more gold bullion, and some stamps. Stamps are great, but I don't know how easy stamps are going to be to get because I've not played Expedition consistently. Is 5 a lot? Is 5 a good amount? Probably not. I'm fairly certain you can get like 8 per expedition. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, 5 is not a huge amount. So giving me 5 isn't really breaking my bank. Then we've got the Catacombs floor. Great, with new flooring, new camp stuff. Great. I want ceiling patterns. Give me ceiling patterns, and that's impressive. Another floor isn't going to change anything for me. It is just another retexture of stuff. It's not really that impressive to me. Then we've got 250 script. Again, script is always good, but it's still a little bit, you know, it's not really consistent or significant reward. We've got lunchboxes. Now, here is the only rewards that I actually think are good on, well, I take that back. No, I don't take it back. The Fanatic Striker outfit. Take note, this doesn't include the helmet. It's great, I love the outfit, but it doesn't have the helmet. Then you've got another Fallout score boost, which is, as far as I'm concerned, just a reason for them not to add something to the board. The boosts. They're going, oh, well, you get a boost when you get to this point. Just give me the boost the whole way through. I'm literally paying you. Then we come to the next bit, and you are getting another perk pack, the walls to go with the other thing, some more bullion, and some more stamps. Next one, we are getting another perk pack, the modules, nuke key cards. Yeah, they're hard to get. Then we're getting the helmet for the other outfit, you know, instead of just making it the one thing. Then we go to the next one, more script, score boost again, lunch boxes, bullion, you know, all that there. And 81 to 89, another perk pack, repair kits, which are harder to get, a Secret Service Under Armour, which is basically just a brown version of the Secret Service Under Armour. It's just slightly different coloured. A note I'd make is you barely ever see the Under Armours people are wearing. Nobody runs around in Under Armour, so why you'd bother reskinning one, I really don't know. We're getting some legendary modules that are disguised as atoms for some reason. So that's another 250 script. Then we go, oh, wrong one. Then we go to this. And now the real, like, other reward from this. The Toxic Waste Pit. Now, this looks cool. I hope that it's like the radiation barrel and you can use it like radiated kind of stuff. But then we've just got perk packs, carry weight boosters, which, why are we only getting so little carry weight boosters? Like, honestly, replace all of those perk packs and all of the, like the legendary cores with weight boosters. This is a reward I quite like to get. And then we've got gold bullion at the end. So the only rewards I think are worth it in this thing, technically the weight boosters, but again, I begrudge the whole bleh. We've got the toxic waste pile, and then we have the, where are they? Toxic waste pile, the Fanatic Striker helmet, and the Fanatic Striker outfit. Out of all of the Fallout First rewards that are on there, that's the only ones I give two craps about. Yes, script is good. Yes, getting free lunch boxes and all that good, but it's not free. I'm paying for it. This is the thing. Like, you can't say it's free when you're actually physically paying for it. So it's like, it's very underwhelming. But that's my opinion. I mean, what do you guys think about it? How do you feel about it? And we'll catch you next time in the Wasteland. So that was today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to support the channel further, you can buy our merchandise, as you can see on the screen, at the Teespring link down below, as well as our super thanks button on all of our videos. On top of that, we also have our coffee QR code on screen, and you can become a channel member. And on the note of the members, let's thank them.